Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with what should be the fifth and final episode of our Cortex Command Warhammer 40k Orc campaign. Um, we are completely out of brains, as are Chaos. Chaos is completely done. We're still in the game just because we have two territories left, and the Necrons have what, one, two, three plus a brain. The Imperium has two plus two brains. So we can pretty much assume that we've lost this one. However, we're still in the fight until somebody knocks us out or one of these guys wins. So let's see what happens here. Let's see. We could probably commit a little bit more cash toward the base building here, considering there's not a whole lot else we can use it toward. We do want to save a little bit of gold freed up just in case we get attacked. But other than that, obviously there's nothing we can really spend it on. That'll work. Okay. So we'll end our turn there. And let's see. First battle is going to take place up in the north there. Let's see what happens. Looks like the Necrons are going to take it, and the Imperium's going to attack them right back. And they're going to hold on to that. So the Necrons might be able to hold out here. The Imperium, I think, just lost with that little trade there. Because they have a brain left, but there's no way that they can get out ahead of the Necrons now. So I think, if they manage to take one, that leaves the Necrons at 4, us at 2, and the Imperium at 2, which means the Necrons would win, and the Imperium and we would basically tie for second. So next day, we'll just kind of skip through this because there's nothing we can do. And okay, we're going to get attacked by the Imperium. So let's see if we can't hold them off. Well, I know we can hold them off. All I really have to do is call a dropship on their brain, and that's game over. But we will humor them and play fair. Okay, let's make sure you're on sentry duty. And where are they coming in from? Over here, huh? Oh, let's see. We've got an orc in the vicinity. He's not moving very fast, though. I think he's weighed down a little bit. Why isn't he taking damage? Okay, we got him that time. No, I want the auto gun on the ground. Hey, pick it up. Pick it up. Got him. Okay. So, still ended that pretty quickly. And now I think the Imperium is completely done. Yeah, so unfortunately that only lasted like 5 minutes. So let's end the game here and then we'll kind of look at what we're going to do for the next campaign. But yeah, so the Necrons won with what, 5 territories? We came in second, surprisingly, with 2. The Imperium actually ended up coming in third, even though they were winning for quite a while. I think they were actually out ahead for the majority of the campaign, and then the Necrons just made a late push, which the Necrons seem to do. They've done that in both of our Warhammer 40k campaigns that we've played. Even when we were playing as the Imperium, they made a late push. They didn't come anywhere close to winning because we were so far ahead, but they still, made it interesting. And obviously Chaos lost completely. They didn't have any territories left at all. So let's see. We'll go back to the main menu. And so I think for the next campaign, what we're going to do is somebody suggested that we do sort of like an OP faction campaign where we just take all the OP modded factions that we've come across so far and throw them all into the same campaign. So with that being said, we'll probably throw the... Honestly, Chaos doesn't seem to be that overpowered now that we know their weakness. They're very weak to plasma weapons. So maybe, I don't know if we should throw them in. The Imperium of Man, I think, is a little bit overpowered too. The problem is they're not so OP when the AI is simulating things. Those effects don't really come into play, but for example, playing against the Chaos Marines with the Orcs was basically impossible because the Orc weapons could not damage the Chaos Marines. Now, the Imperium weapons, as long as you're using like a heavy bolter or a plasma rifle, you can damage them. It's a little bit more difficult, but you can definitely kill them, where the Orc weapons weren't doing any damage to them at all. So, to say that they're OP, I mean, yeah, relative to some factions, they definitely are, but relative to others, maybe not so much. But another one that was suggested was the Galactic Empire, so Star Wars. That's another one that we haven't actually seen yet. And so maybe what we'll do is, we've got plenty of time left. I think I'm going to cut the episode right here. I'm going to add in a couple more factions to take a look at. And I'll come back and we'll play with them a little bit. So let's go ahead and do that. And this will be, the finale plus a first look at what we're going to do next. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. And I added a couple more factions in to take a look at here. So after a quick Google search, I discovered that basically the Halo UNSC faction is a little bit OP as well. So we're going to take a look at the Galactic Empire and the UNSC. Let's call in some stormtroopers. And we don't need these guys. Wow, there's a lot of different troopers here. So we'll just call in all the basic ones for now. I hope that the ship isn't weighed down too much. And I don't think that they are going to be dropped with weapons, so we should probably drop in some blasters. I think that'll probably be okay. We'll take a look at the lightsabers too. But not quite yet. Oh, okay, they do drop with weapons. Good to know. Sound effects are good. Okay, so they don't seem to do a whole lot of impact damage. Here's the jump trooper. Okay, what else do we got here? Let's drop that. And we'll go look at some of the other guns that just fell here. This sniper rifle is the one that the scout has. Repeater, I think we've already seen this one. Yeah, I think that's what that guy to the right of me has. That shoots awfully fast. Okay, what else do we have here? Yeah, we've seen this one as well. This one I don't think we've seen yet. No, we definitely haven't. It sounds like a droid weapon. That seems to be the most powerful one so far. And then we've got the... This is just like a blaster pistol. Okay. So, let's go back to the buy menu here. And let's call in... Let's see, we've got the Dark Trooper Phase 0. We've got the Imperial Royal Guard. We've got Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine, Darth Maul, Asajj Ventress, General Grievous, Count Dooku. I didn't want Vader twice. And a bunch of apprentice Jedi. Well, why does it keep adding Vaders? Let's see. There's another version of Ventress. There's a Sith Stalker, Republic Clone Trooper Sergeant, and Jango Fett. Let's look at one of the Rogue Jedis too. And we'll drop them down in... The sand's going to be kind of annoying. Okay. Oh, they're over here. Oh, too heavy. Let's scuttle this thing. Okay, so here is the Royal Guard. He's got a lightsaber that he just kind of twirls. And that's it. So over here we've got Darth Vader. Also just a lightsaber. Looks like he's also got... What is that? Oh, Force Grip, okay. I don't know how that works, but I'm sure that it probably works fine. We can't really test it because there's no enemies around. This looks like Ventress, I think. It's got two lightsabers. This is... I'm not sure who that is. Let's get everybody out of here. That's definitely Ventress right there. This is Dooku. This looks like Jango Fett, if I can get him free. Oh, no, that's the clone trooper. Okay, there's Grievous. I wonder... It shows he has something else. I guess that's just what the lightsabers look like. Here we have... I think the Jedi. Here's Jango Fett. Okay, so he's got those, like, droid blasters. That's the, Whoa, what was that? I think this is the launcher. Yeah. He's the, elite trooper, and then here's Darth Maul. And let's see, he's also got a Force Grip. Okay. So that is basically everything for the Galactic Empire, with the exception of there's a few other variants of this guy, but I'm sure they're all roughly the same. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the Halo troops. We want to close this. And we'll open up this one. Now we've got the Trooper, Field Medic, the ODST, and then it looks like there's a couple named characters. So let's just call in the generic ones for now. And I get the feeling they're probably not going to have weapons, so we may need to drop in some weapons for them. But we'll see. Any day now. Oops. That did more damage than I thought it might. Let's scuttle it. Okay. So yeah, they don't have weapons. That looks like the ODST. This is obviously the Spartan. This looks to be... Actually, I can't tell the difference between those guys. No, I think this is the ODST. That guy is like a generic medic. And then the other guy should be the trooper. So let's bring some weapons in for them. And wow, there are a lot of weapons in this pack. So we've got the Magnum, the submachine gun, the MA-37 assault rifle, the designated marksman rifle, battle rifle, M45 shotgun, and the saw. I assume that's like squad automatic weapon like the real gun is, and sniper rifle. So let's drop those like right here. And we'll test fire a couple of them, and then we'll call in some of the named characters and see what they're all about. There it is. Oh wow, that almost smashed the Spartan. He's actually got more than 100 health. That's interesting. Okay, so let's have you pick that up. That seems to do... Here, let's fire into the ground. That's doing a lot more damage to the ground than the stormtrooper weapons were. And we'll pick up the squad automatic weapon. Seems like a heavy machine gun. It's got quite a bit of ammo. Seems to do decent damage too. Oh, I wanted to pick up something. Oh, I grabbed it. This looks like the heavy sniper rifle. Yeah. So that's like a Barrett 50 cal or something equivalent to that. What else do we have? DMR. So this is the marksman rifle. Sounds similar, shoots similar to the sniper rifle, but the zoom isn't quite as high. The zoom on the sniper rifle was pretty ridiculous anyways, so let's see. He has, I think that's the shotgun. Yeah. So he's got the shotgun. Pretty standard. Let's see the battle rifle. This is a 3-shot burst. That's kind of cool. Seems to do a little bit less damage than everything else so far. And let's pick up the SMG. Shoots a little bit slower than I would have expected. It's a little bit less accurate than the rifles. Seems to do decent damage though. It's actually punching through that object there that the battle rifle was having a little bit of trouble with. Although that's not the most scientific test I've ever done. And that seems to be doing considerable damage. This is the assault rifle. Okay. So let's call in some of the named characters on a dropship. Oh, actually, let's call them in on an ODST pod. Wait, no, let's try the Pelican. Actually, what do they have here? Oh, Star Destroyer. We'll check that out in a second. Okay, so we want Carter, Cat. I can't see what that says. Is that June or Jan? Jun something. It's either Emily or Amelia. George, Sergeant Johnson, and John 117. We'll call them in on the Pelican. I'm curious to see how this looks. I think it's just probably a reskin dropship, but yeah, it's just a reskin dropship, but it does look cool. Come on, everybody out. There we go. Okay, so these guys actually spawn with guns. He's got a shotgun. He's got some kind of launcher. It's not firing though. Interesting. So that doesn't seem to work. He's got the sniper rifle. Here's the heavy machine gun. Pretty slow actually. I assumed he'd be like a minigun. Sniper rifle. Yeah, they seem to just spawn with random, maybe not random, but just like default weapons, so. There you have just a bunch of Spartans from the series with, you know, different weapons, and we'll call in, let's call in the ODST pod with some of the other guns that we haven't seen yet. Okay, so we'll just call in, come on, you can do it. There we go. Sticky detonator. Oh, let's look at the flamethrower for sure. Take a look at the railgun, the Spartan laser, grenade launcher. We'll try the detonator. I think it's just like a grenade launcher though, and the rocket. And how about right here? And then after that, we'll take a look at the Star Destroyer, and then I think that'll be it for the episode. Because I think we've touched on just about everything. So we'll be doing, the next campaign we'll be doing the Imperium of Man. Oh, wow. That was a bit messy. Okay, drop your rifle. Oh, actually, they have, it looks like they have unique versions of the default weapons. Because that was basically a sniper rifle unique to him. It had his name on it. So there's the flamethrower. It's got a lot of ammo actually. Apparently there's like overheating and stuff too, which is kind of cool. We'll drop that. And unfortunately these kind of fell in like a messy pile. It's gonna be hard to... Oh geez. Okay, we're gonna try to fire it straight down and not hit the brain. Okay. So that put Grievous down in basically 1 or 2 hits. Fire, fire, fire. There we go. That was a direct hit. That killed somebody. Oh man, all these characters are making the game lag so bad. Let's see. You've got the heavy machine gun, so I'm going to get rid of that. Oh, it just exploded. Okay. In that case... Oh, where'd you get all these weapons from? Oh, right. I was using him to test the other ones. Come on, you can do it. There we go. No, I don't want the flamethrower. Railgun. Sticky detonator. Grenade launcher. Okay. Is that the railgun? That's the grenade launcher. A little bit of a delay on the explosions. Yeah. And they don't seem to do a whole lot of damage. Let's see how that one does. Okay, never mind. I guess the Spartan's just a little bit too tough. Next item. This should be the railgun. Doesn't seem to want to fire. Is there something I need to toggle here? No, it doesn't have any weapon options. Maybe I have to hold it? Okay, yeah, so you have to hold it down. So let's try one more. Let's see how long it takes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just under 5 seconds to fire it. And then this is the sticky detonator. Oops. How do I get those to explode? Whoa. Okay, so apparently... No, if you keep pressing it, it doesn't do anything. Excuse me. It explodes when you fire the next one, which isn't that useful, actually. And let's try to grab that Spartan laser, and then that'll be it. We've already seen the Blast Tech pistol. I want this Spartan laser. Okay, so that's what Johnson had, I think. So again, you just have to hold it down. This one has an even longer wind up, but it seems to be pretty powerful. Wow. And that actually penetrated all the way through there. That's pretty impressive. This thing, you could shoot a brain through like a fairly thick wall with this thing. Okay, so let's look at the Star Destroyer and then we'll end the episode. So, craft, Galactic Empire, Imperial Star Destroyer, and we have to call something in. So let's just call in Darth Vader. And call him in here. Let's see how this looks. I wonder if the entire ship's going to come down, if it's going to be like massive, or if it's just going to be like a small, tiny version of it. Oh, wow. Okay. Can I fly it? I can't tell. Okay, so you have to click. And then that's really all you can do. Okay, well that's good to know. At least it's fairly large. I mean, it's not like a tiny little dropship reskin. So that's pretty cool. Anywho, that's where we're going to end it. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please feel free to share my videos however you see fit. And I will see you guys back here for the first part of our next Cortex Command campaign.